Yeah.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it raw. Do you like it raw, pal? Hey, Deucey, get me Amazon Prime, pal. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the pundit of the people, the man with the plan, Big Ray, here to say talk some lucha libre, which is your lesson for wrestling today. And this is I Like It Raw exclusively here on Hamin Media Group, here on YouTube. We're here every single every single Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and we have people coming into the chat right now as we speak. So before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask all of you guys to smash that like button. Please share and subscribe here to Hamin Media Group. We are only a couple of hundred, not even, just 100 away from our goal of 1,000 subscribers. I can't hear Jimmy because he's muted. So speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, I have my brother from down under, the one and the only, Jimmy T from the PWC, who doesn't have HIV. Anyway, what's going on, Jimmy?
Well, what's crack-a-lackin'? I was just about to say, Ray, we're 110 short of that 1,000 mark. So, like I've been saying,
last week was 120.
Yeah, no, every week we're getting more subscribers. So, the peeps are doing it right, man. Keep sharing it out there. Like, subscribe, share it to everybody because it's very important for us to hit that 1,000 mark, and we're getting there. So, thank you to everybody. But more importantly,
smash the like button.
Smash that shit, exactly.
Smash it. Yes. But more importantly, you were saying?
More importantly, I'm just happy to be back, and I like it raw, just like all of us do. I think, Ray.
We all like it raw. We don't. Nobody uses. We don't use rubbers here, brother. But yeah, man. Did you have a good week this week?
You know what? I had a decent week, man. I'm just happy that I called exactly what happened in the meat match, which we'll get to when we get there.
Big meaty men match.
Didn't I say last week that the ring is going to collapse this week?
You did.
And that's exactly what we got.
You're still smart, Jimmy.
I'm very smart.
You are very smart. You're wicked smart.
Nah, not really. Come on. No, but nah, man. It's been a great. I've been actually pretty excited about Raw lately, especially compared to SmackDown, dude. It's night and day every time.
Yeah. And guess what? This is the last week that we have to worry about freaking what do you call it? What's this name? It's 3 hours. Next week is 2 hours. I'm trying to do two things at once here, and it's not fucking working. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see.
What are you trying to do?
For some reason, the I Like It Raw theme continues to play, even though I stopped it.
Oh, that's weird.
It is weird, right?
Yeah, the Roadcaster does some weird shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It does do some weird shit.
I'm trying to play this. Let me see. There you go. All right, because I wanted a little background music while we're talking here. What's going on, chat? Let's just run down a couple of people who are in the chat right now. If you don't get here early, you get no shout out. So we got Frank Spicklebear, Ass Cold Blooded is here in the gimmick neighbors. We have the Dancing Handsome / Dan Heffron. He's in Gam Wolfers. What's going on, my brother? Mike Martin is here, the man who lost 1,000 pounds. And we have Lab Rat. What's going on, guys? And I'm sure many more are gonna pile in as they get to work or as they do what they do. They get up in the morning, they make their morning coffee or tea, as you say, in Britain, the UK, and all over the world. Jimmy, what a long day. What a long week I had.
Well, what happened with you, dude? What's been going on with you?
It wasn't a bad week. I had it was me. It was the Pro Wrestling Reflection. We got together for the first time live.
You went to Yankee fucking Stadium, didn't you?
We went to Yankee fucking Stadium. And honestly, we didn't like the Yankees already clinched the best record in the American League, so the game didn't really matter. So we were really fucking drunk, and we were watching mostly from because they have like a VIP lounge indoors thing. So we were watching from in there, and it was cool because when you're really drunk, Jimmy, right? And you're like, all right, let's leave a little early, let's get something to eat, right? As we're walking as we're walking out of the stadium, we're all hungry, we're all drunk. Chick-fil-A was giving out those chicken sandwiches that people were killing themselves for here in the United States a couple of years ago. Yeah, for free.
Damn.
I hope it was Chick-fil-A. I hope it wasn't like a gag or some shit. But
what,
yeah, man.
One per customer though, or fucking you could grab a bunch.
That was one per customer. But as you were walking out, the official Chick-fil-A people were just handing out chicken sandwiches like a motherfucker.
That's awesome.
So that was cool. Tommy Wonder hit me with a high cross body from one bed to another. It's a long story. He tried to.
Wait, you were at a hotel?
Well, they were staying at a hotel. Tommy and his buddy and Professor. Obviously, he lives in Bombay, New Jersey, and I'm here in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but that's not far. I mean, come on.
What's not far?
I'm talking about for the Professor. I'm saying
it's like 2 hours to get to the city on train.
2 hours. That's nothing.
That's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I would have driven it any day. Put it that way.
Yeah, Frank's pickleball ass in the house. Stupid jerk. Talking about the Mets. Nobody cares about the Mets. So yeah, Jimmy. I think we're all set here. So anywho, great week, man. Very tired. Today's my Friday at work. Tomorrow, obviously, it's the Next Level Wrestling review, and I'm very Jimmy. I always wanted to ask you, because you watch basketball. You're a big basketball fan, right?
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
How the hell do you how does it work when a person from another country follows a team here in the United States? Like, I don't follow any teams across, how come,
why would you?
How does that work? Huh?
Unless you like Australian rules football, right? That's the only reason why you would follow a team here. Other than that, why would you follow a basketball team, for example, here when you've got the NBA? You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm saying is that, how do you guys watch the game? Like, how do you choose? Like, all right, but I'm saying I live in Australia. I'm a Bulls fan. I live in Australia. I'm a Knicks fan. Like, how the hell does that work?
Dude, I don't know. Look, put it this way, bro. Everything, the way it is in the States in terms of games shown and everything in general, like, for example, I've always been a basketball nut. I used to collect basketball cards even from young, for example. Like all of them. Like I'm talking about from Upper Deck. Flair, Skybox, that's going way back now. Ultra Flair as well. But the point is, everything that you guys have, like in terms of like the American sports, obviously, is all shown here too, bro. So it's all over our television. So how could you not be into it?
Yeah, man. Kevin Marty jumped in here. Zane Vicious jumped in.
Kevin Marty.
Marty, how you doing, Marty? All right. I was just curious about that because we're going to talk a little, WWE Hall of Famer baseball.
It's Americanized, bro. Here, and I know who Pete Rose is, not just because of pro wrestling. Obviously, he's a baseball legend. R.I.P. to him, by the way. But yeah, man, everything that you guys have, we have too, man. It's like,
bro, yesterday sucked, bro. Dikembe Mutombo, no,
fucking crazy, bro. I
didn't know. That hurt your heart, bro, when you saw that.
That hurts, bro. I mean, I didn't know he had brain cancer, dude, this whole time. So yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm thinking, man, how did he die? Yeah, that sucks, bro.
It's always the good one.
Dikembe Mutombo is a legend, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
But
not what you want, man. But he's just a top guy too.
Now, exactly. Like you know how many thousands and thousands and thousands of people he helped through humanitarian efforts. Zane Vicious, acknowledge me. I mean, this man was like an incredible human being, man. So
it sucks, bro.
And then literally hours later, fucking Pete Rose. We'll talk about that.
They come in threes, dude. They come in threes, and that's what I hate, man. I don't know what's next, but this always happens, bro.
Well, we had a couple of like big time American actors that passed away as well, so it was just like a string of like, very, very unfortunate passings. And but you know what, guys, we're here. That's why I say, I thank God. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I thank God for every single day. Every day is a gift. Absolutely. And I'm very happy. I wake up, every morning, Jimmy, every morning I wake up and the first thing I say is, thank you, Jesus. Because it's not promised, brother. But what is,
man.
But you know what is promised, Jimmy? That every single week, not only will we review Raw, but we will give you the latest breaking news of the day. Yes. Latest breaking news of the day, Jimmy. We have a whole bunch of stuff to go over, and I guess we can just let me just kick it off with this. We did put this up earlier, if you guys were tuning in. So let me just lower this down here. In memory of the late great Pete Rose, the Hit King, Major League Baseball. WWE also remembers Pete Rose. Man, out of a lot of people, like celebrities in the WWE Hall of Fame, this guy had incredibly memorable moments.
Oh, absolutely, especially with Kane.
I forgot who
But
was
just
it.
in general, the heat that he used to get too, bro. I mean, he used
It
to
was
just give
great.
shit. Oh no, absolutely. Pete Rose, man, he's your original celebrity Hall of Famer, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I mean, was he one of the first ones to be in the Hall of Fame? He would have
I don't.
been 100%.
I think might have been one of the first ones. I'm sure the chat would what do you call it? Yes, he did have charisma there, Mike Martin.
Absolutely.
Pete
That
Rose.
is.
Pete Rose. I don't know if he was one off the top of my head. I can't think right now. I mean, I'm sure the chat will help us out, but I will say that he had really memorable. I mean, he came in. I think was he dressed like the Philadelphia Chicken one
No,
time?
the Gooply Goka, wasn't he the
Yes, the gobbledygooker. Yes,
that's
that's
it, the
what it was.
Gobbledygooker. That's that, whatever the fucking thing is called. But yeah, that's how I remember him initially. That was funny days, bro. Remember Survivor Series every year he'd do it. I mean, WrestleMania as well, obviously. Dude, he's a legend, man. I mean, when was the last time we seen him on television? It's been over 10 years at the very least.
Listen,
More, probably
oh, it has been.
15.
Oh, he's been around. Still. Listen, it's a travesty. Now, here's the thing. The Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, and I don't want to go on to this is a wrestling podcast, but they let people in. I use this example of Ty Cobb, and a lot of people use this example. Ty Cobb was a horrible human being, just a raging racist and just an angry, hateful, drunk son of a bitch. And that guy's in the Hall of Fame, right? But because somebody maybe used a
Crazy.
steroid or two, or somebody bet on baseball, they're not going to let them in the Hall of Fame. I think Pete Rose, in my humble opinion, I don't know what you guys think, but I think he kind of served his time, and he said he was sorry. He admitted what he was wrong. He's given so much back to Major League Baseball, and now these assholes will probably put him in the Hall of Fame. It is disgusting to me, and
That is disgusting.
I think that Major League Baseball should be ashamed of themselves. An 83-year-old man who is the hit king, the all-time hit king, Charlie Hustle. He's not in the WWE. I mean, he's in the WWE Hall of Fame, but he's not in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. F him. F Major League Baseball, but let's go Yankees. What?
So can I ask? So Pete Rose was never in the MLB Hall of Fame.
They never let him in because he was caught allegedly. Well, not allegedly, but he was caught betting on his own team.
How long ago was this?
This
Years
was
and years
like
ago.
fucking 80s, bro.
Right. Okay. So
It's
because
just
of that, they didn't fucking
listen. They gave him a lifetime ban.
come on.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I don't know if you guys really watched the news recently, but Shohei Ohtani was accused of the exact same thing, even worse. And then all of a sudden that went
What, for the
under
Dodgers?
yes,
No.
he
Really?
fired his interpreter. He threw his interpreter under the bus. Son of a bitch.
No
He got
way, bro. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
I mean, think about it, dude. How many players would do that shit in every sport, in my opinion, dude?
Forget about it, bro. Please give me a
Come on,
break.
man. Like,
But
I would be.
But here's the deal, man. But I just don't understand gambling at all. I can't stand gambling. But if you have like the whole thing of gambling, I think is like winning money. And if you have tons of it, why? I don't know why anyone would do that. Anyway,
Yeah, gambling, man. Don't even get me started, bro. I've had a few punts here and there, and I've gotten lucky too, man. But yeah, you lose more than you win. Put it that way.
see, look, Mike Martin. He says he is. It's hey, what's going on? Aaron Ben Shlomo has jumped in. Canada the Spaceman has jumped in. Yeah, he long story short, again, he threw his interpreter under the bus. I think that the reason why Major League Baseball just kind of let that story disappear was
He's
because
the face of the friggin' league, bro. That's why.
well, Aaron Judge's, but so is Jose. Yeah, I would say Shohei Ohtani, but he's the international face of baseball.
Right.
You
He's
know,
the best
so
player too.
Jordan.
I mean, would you say arguably? Hey,
I would
JK.
say right now this year it's going to be Aaron Judge, but as a Yankees fan, but as a true baseball fan, I would say Shohei Ohtani is just that guy is otherworldly. I mean, he's incredible.
I mean,
50 50 home runs, over 50 home runs, over 50 stolen bases. He can pitch a no-hitter if he wants to. It's incredible, bro. Guy's amazing.
Me, I'm not a big baseball fan. To me, like I hate cricket, for example. That in general, I would hate baseball because it's not that I hate it. It's just too like doing nothing. You
Well,
know
it's
what
a
I mean?
chess
Just
game. It's a chess game.
shit.
I like games like that. Professor's jumped in. Professor, what's
Yo,
going on?
prof.
Professor jumped in. What's going on, Prof? You know, Professor had to fight Tommy off of me. Tommy was very, very attractive to me. And you know, you had to
How is
wrangle him
Tommy
back.
Wonder?
Tommy's awesome, bro. Great people, man. Good times.
Oh man.
But let's move on real quick. Let's run through some of this stuff. So according to let me pull this up really quickly. So according to FightfulSelect.com and other multiple sources, people are pissed, Jimmy. They are angry at Tony Khan and AEW. Why? Well, there are many reasons why, because he sucks. But
Wow.
apparently the Lucha Brothers, who were supposed to sign, and according to Penta, he had been telling people in around June, that he was going to basically sign with WWE. These sons of bitches did what they said they would never do, and they're holding these boys back from signing with the WWE. They're adding almost a year of, I guess, injury time to to Phoenix's contract. So unfortunately, unless WWE will negotiate something with them to buy them out or something, or I doubt it, these guys don't want to wrestle for AEW. They were supposed to be on the CW, from what I understand, the NXT gimmick tomorrow for the first time, and they can't. They're not going to come on, bro. It's not going to happen. Your thoughts on this, man?
Well, first of all, it's not to Penta. This is only happening to Phoenix. So I guess Penta's contract literally has run out before they could do anything about it. And to be fair, Penta's not as injury prone as Phoenix was. Phoenix is always out with something, dude.
Well,
to be honest,
look at the style Phoenix wrestles.
right? Yeah, absolutely. But nevertheless, though, that is a shit go that Tony did that. I understand from a business perspective why you would do it.
Mhm.
Totally. I mean, at the end of the day, he was out for a long time. You know, he missed out on days of work, right? So you have him there, but that's not the reason why he's doing that. The reason why he's doing that is just to do this to WWE, all right? By not allowing him to debut with his brother. Hopefully, though, WWE do allow Penta to debut. Why not? I mean, they should. But I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, time will tell. We'll see what happens this coming Wednesday at the very least. But yeah, it sucks, man. It's an asshole move to do. But if you were the boss, Ray, would you do the same thing? I mean, you got to think about it.
I mean, I would probably. It's a business. It is a
That's
business. And we have another story here where Miro has officially requested, allegedly, he's officially requested his release from AEW. He hasn't wrestled. Listen, this guy hasn't wrestled since AEW's World's End in 2023. He hasn't wrestled at all in 2024. And it's interesting because this is another situation where will he be granted his release? Probably not. What do you think, Jim?
You know what? I think he's damaged goods, Ray. It doesn't matter if you grant him his release or not. I don't even think WWE would even be interested in him at this point either. Honestly, that's just the feeling I get. Could be way off. But at this point, what do you do with Rusev, bro? He seems clearly very hard to work with. You know what I mean? All the whole times that he hasn't been on television is
He never seems happy, right, Jim?
Nah. Allegedly, and I say that allegedly because I don't know for sure, but apparently he would always say no to whatever they'll throw at him. Hence why you don't see him on television, right? So if that's true, and what do you do? Like he's managed to build himself down instead of up. Does that make sense? If you brought him back to WWE now, would it be a big deal in a way?
I still think it'll be a big deal.
I think he's got no heat on him at all. Like, you know what I mean?
You don't think he has any redeeming qualities? Get
See
it?
what you did there.
Get
He
it?
does have redeeming qualities.
Oh.
But I don't know, man. I just don't see WWE being that interested in him at the moment. That's just what I think. Plus, WWE done him bad with fucking CJ, bro. with
I think
Lana.
he,
You know
I
what I
think he
mean?
is. Well, you can't blame WWE. You can't blame WWE for these idiots making the decision to go public with their relationship. So, I mean, that's on them. It is what it is. But I'm gonna
I
run
mean,
through
he's
some
nothing.
of these. Go
So I
ahead,
was gonna
Jimmy.
say
I'm
he's
sorry.
nothing but a best man. That's what I'm gonna think of him as now, and a cuck.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna run through some of these quick little rumors and news bites of the day. It says AEW is hopeful and even expecting to get Adam Cole back sooner than later, as per Fightful. They reportedly already working on creative plans for his return. Man, I think Vet called this. A lot of people may have called this that this guy would. God forgive me for saying this is an absolute nobody. Like, oh boy,
Bro, he's
they
done
made.
as well, dude.
You think that's it?
Done and dusted.
Now
Done.
that's a guy. That's a guy who I say there's no nothing on this guy. No money, nothing. They can
Money. Look at this
nothing.
guy. Think about him. Look at him, right? His missus at one stage was bigger than he was. Maybe not so much now. I
Lab Rat
mean,
forgot about Cole.
you really, baby? Come on. What sort of catchphrase is that shit?
Nobody
Adam
cares.
Cole, baby.
Nobody
He's
cares.
such a corny white dude, if you know what I mean. He just
Nobody
comes across
cares.
as like typical corny ass white dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I-
There's some heat on Swerve apparently.
Swear.
Swerve Strickland. Apparently, he said he wishes that he could take back his comments about AEW and the Fox TV deal. Apparently,
Oh,
Strickland.
really?
Yeah, he had no idea he was being filmed.
Just like he had no idea he was on the Breakfast Club, right? With Charlemagne the God, right?
Mhm.
And then he pulls the race card out. Think about it. I
So
wonder
tired
why.
of the race card. So tired.
Yeah,
of the
but
race
you
card.
can see why. You can see why he did that too, because of Charlemagne. Probably, you know what I mean. Like, anyway, yeah, Swerve right now is annoying me too. And if you didn't know that, you're an idiot, straight up. Is that what they pay $3.5 million for? For him to fuck things up all the time?
Canada Spaceman says it was on the Monday locker room. A few guys want their release. Maybe already know that they can work at the WWE. Ricky Starks is sitting at home, sitting out his contract. Miro wants one out, etc. So yeah, there's a bunch of guys and gals that they realize that the grass is definitely not greener. Listen, when AEW came out originally and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna be different. We're gonna give health care to everybody and all this bullshit." Even Ben was saying it's wrestling. It ain't ever gonna fucking happen, brother. So
Yeah, they're just lying to themselves, straight up. And look what we have here. And they can't even do it that good either. I mean, dude, watching AEW week in, week out and reviewing it with the vet. Actually, and you can check out this past week's one. We had Jago on with us too.
yeah,
Which
just
was
spoke to Jargo.
Jago's awesome, man. Fucking we always love to have him back, obviously, but he's a busy guy. But man, just the way we all watch that shit and just it's a weird show, bro. Like, the way they think, the way they book things is just it's so wrong, dude. It's just retarded. But that's AEW. But at the same time, it's getting to the point where it's so bad that I can just laugh at it. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Speaking of under delivering with talent and stuff like that, AEW is also strongly considering to find a new video game development partner. Says
Really?
says
That's
Insider
awesome.
Gaming. It says a source told the site that's because Yuke's development, Fight Forever, was over budget and under delivered. No shit, Sherlock. Bro,
Oh my God.
listen, I've been playing. Let me see. My very first wrestling game, I've said this probably here 1,000 times, maybe not, maybe 10 times at least, was for the Sega Master System. I think you guys called it the Mark One.
No. We called it Master System as well.
Okay, and it's more popular in Australia than it was here in the United States, right?
Yeah, it was pretty popular here, man, for
I mean,
sure. Yeah.
bro, Master System, way better than the Nintendo Entertainment
Oh,
System.
way better, bro. I was a Sega guy growing up all the way, dude. Like, but yeah, the Master System over the NES destroyed the NES in graphics and just in general, man. But unfortunately, it just didn't take off in the US, especially compared to Europe and
Dude,
Australia. But even in Australia, it wasn't the most popular one. The
what was it,
NES was
Nintendo?
obviously number one, yeah, of course. But there was a big there was a big bunch that actually had the Master System, but the Mega Drive or the Genesis, as you guys would call it,
Genesis
is what really blew up here, though. Like big
Well, it blew
time.
up
You know
here
what I mean?
too. It blew up here
Yeah,
as well. It
I was a
knocked off
Genesis
Nintendo.
guy. Oh
So
fuck yeah, bro!
when I was a kid, I've been playing video games since. So my first wrestling game was for the Sega Master System. I was one of the very few, if not only, people in my entire neighborhood or school that had a Master System.
You would have been very rare. It would have been rare for sure.
Very rare. But I had pro wrestling for the Master System, which was a tag team wrestling. Only just Google it.
I
It's
remember. I
terrible
remember
game.
it. I remember it.
And you know, of course, WWE. When I finally got the Nintendo, I got the WrestleMania, which is a horrible game, and I had WCW.
On Nintendo, you're talking about?
Yeah,
How
on Nintendo.
bad was WrestleMania, bro? The very first one.
But you know what I did like? I like World Championship Wrestling, WCW's, NWA's game. That was great. So anyway, I've been playing it for a long, long time, and I can honestly say with everything in my heart, and I do have 2K24 right now. That AEW game, my son, he asked for that. My wife bought him the like deluxe version for Christmas.
Oh, so you got everything like already, pretty much, all the DLC.
Jimmy, he played that shit maybe 10 times, if that. And he's never
Your wife
played it
must be
again.
pissed.
She don't
Well,
care.
look, man, I bought it too, like a dickhead, bro.
Oof,
I
said,
bought
"No
it
way."
like a dickhead. Do you know how many times I played it? No shit. Twice.
No way.
I swear to God, bro. It's not even on my hard drive anymore. Twice.
Damn, that sucks, bro.
Twice, bro. Why would I play that? Like, I wanted to give it a chance, but when you've got the WWE games are just so far and beyond ahead, then they don't even give you entrances, dude. They can't even give you a full entrance.
It's really shitty, man. It's
Pretty
really
bad,
really
bro. Like,
very
it's
bad.
you know what I mean? So yeah, and the ring is like freaking concrete. It looks like the ropes don't move when you hit the mat. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like it's all stiff and shit.
Yeah. Well, listen, speaking of real bad, man, apparently Vince McMahon, who was very unhappy with Netflix, they're saying that he was going to Kevin Dunn to produce him
To buy it.
well, he was going to Kevin Dunn to produce like an anti-Netflix documentary, like saying his side of the story. But a lot of people, I'm finding out that it's bullshit. It's not gonna happen, bro. It is what it is. This is Vince McMahon's
What? Come
curtain
on.
call. What?
Did it really make him look that bad? Did you watch it at all?
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, me too. Was it really that bad? Look, we knew all the information. If you're a long time pro wrestling fan like we are, fans like we are, and everyone in the chat, there's nothing you're going to see on that was new. There was only a couple of things I didn't know, like Mushnick being a rat for the FBI.
I knew that. Yeah,
surprised me, bro. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't realize that shit.
Phil Mushnick.
So I'm like, what? He was an FBI informant. This motherfucker, really?
Yes, he was. Listen, I agree with you. I saw a lot of. I like the way they remastered a lot of the old footage. And
production was top notch.
Vince McMahon come out looking bad. I mean, like you said, Jimmy.
Do you think so?
I mean, we all knew who Vince McMahon was for
All
forever.
of us knew. Forever, dude.
Forever.
Even his sexual friggin' bullshit. We all knew that.
Yeah, man.
This is nothing new. So, you know, I just don't understand why, you know, this now comes out, even with what he does, even the shitting on people. Not that we've heard stories about him shitting, but we all knew he's got an obsession with shit in general. He loves shit jokes, for example, dude.
Yeah, pal. So, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is with Vince McMahon. There's really nothing going on in the world of professional wrestling. I mean, we brought down a whole bunch of cool stories here. And if anything develops as we are going, as we're talking about Monday Night Raw, we'll break it down. But yes, Jimmy, we're entering in a new era of professional wrestling here in the WWE as WWE goes to CW starting tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll be reviewing that tomorrow morning with the vet. And speaking of the vet, ladies and gentlemen, right after the show, you can head over to twitch.tv/opinion haver. Look for the opinion haver, the vet. And you know, he'll be maybe I should no, I won't play a theme song. He gets mad. But yeah, man.
He likes it deep down. He told me. I was shocked.
It's a great theme song, bro. I mean, you know, I worked hard on
it. When
I
played it a long time ago, over a year ago, right out of nowhere, he got pissed with me, dude.
Why?
And then when you told me the complete opposite, right? I'm like, what? But you told me you hated it the first time. That's why I don't play it. So
How could you hate this?
I love it, bro. Personally, I'm gonna start playing that actually on that from this week. There he
Oh
is.
shit! Don't play it.
There he is.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So check out the Opinion Haver over on Twitch TV, ladies and gentlemen. What is he gonna game? What is he gonna play today? Hopefully, he'll play WWE 2K24, which is free on the PlayStation Network. Speaking of the PlayStation Network, didn't hasn't the PlayStation Network been down for like?
Yeah,
what's
man.
going on
Apparently,
with that? That's why I'm an Xbox
what's going
guy.
on with that, dude? Is the PlayStation Network still down? I heard it got hacked.
This is why I never got. This is why I hate PlayStation. This ain't the first fucking time.
No,
happened with PlayStation 3. Happened with PlayStation 4 like 2 or 3 times.
And bad ones too, bro. Like really bad ones.
I love my ex. You know what my son said to me?
What's that?
Because we pay for the PlayStation Plus or whatever the hell it is.
He's like Xbox, the Game Pass. You saying?
Yeah, like the PlayStation's version. And my son's like, Dad, I think I might want an Xbox moving forward. I'm like, yeah, I told you, dummy.
Wait. He uses it. So he plays everything on PS5 right now.
He has the PlayStation 5. I'm like, listen, dummy.
Yeah.
But I'm an Xbox guy.
Okay, I thought your son also plays Xbox. Yeah, tell him to get an Xbox. I will buy a PlayStation, but I'm waiting for the Pro though. Once the PlayStation Pro comes out, that's what I'm going to get.
Well, I'm gonna upgrade to the all white Xbox.
The X, get the X, dude. I got the X from when it came out. No trash box. No,
it's great.
Such a hater of
just
Xbox.
Jealous. Just jealous.
I know you're just jealous, Vet.
Just jealous of that. Yeah.
And great show, by the way, on the Impact Attack too with Brandon.
Oh
earlier,
shit!
Yesterday.
I gotta put that up. I forgot. All right. Well, speaking of putting stuff up, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Jimmy, get your notes ready because this is the last time, hopefully forever. We don't know until they move to Netflix. But
isn't SmackDown going 3 hours soon as well?
That's what I heard too. Yeah, SmackDown going 3 hours, but I don't care. You know why? Because I don't watch SmackDown as much. I watch the highlights. I review Raw with Jimmy here every single Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Raw, it is time to review Monday Night Raw. What was this? September 30th, 2024.
Yes.
Last Monster Standing. All right, Jimmy. Is Monday Night Raw. Pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, Deucey, get me Raw. What?
Well, we come from Indiana this week. And we start off with seeing Mr. Yeet himself in Jey Uso.
Yeet.
Yeet. With his son, as a matter of fact. He looks exactly like him, man. Funny enough.
That's a
his little junior called Jace, I think he called him. So I'm assuming his name's Jason. But anyway.
Why not?
He basically walks to the ring, and I'm not gonna lie, boy, was this awkward. Did it feel like he didn't know what the fuck to say, or was he left out there a little longer than he should have?
Jimmy, let me tell you something, brother. I agree with you 1,000%. This was a car wreck, but a car wreck going at maybe 22 miles an hour. It was a slow ride in the car. You're losing control. You're going slow at 22 miles an hour, and you slowly just go off the cliff, and you slowly roll down the hill. You have a chance to get out of the car. You could literally just jump out. But no, he stayed in that car. Jimmy, this was horrible, awkward, boring.
Why would they do that to him?
Bro, what the hell? Like I was standing there. I was sitting watching this, and I said, did he forget his line?
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought too, man.
What the hell?
Clearly, it was unscripted. He's just thinking, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? Thanks to everybody, Yeet. Thank you again, yeet.
This means
Thanks
a
him
lot to me.
one more time. Yeah, and then fucking he thanks his mum, basically. And then I was still awkward. And then
And
he's just sitting there not saying nothing for a little bit.
at first, real quick, and man, at first I said to myself, is Jimmy leaving the glasses on because he's emotional or because that's like his mechanism to hide behind the glass? You know how certain people
Oh no,
will
the glasses are exactly why yeah, absolutely, dude.
you think
He's
so?
not known to be a talker. And it's Jay, not Jimmy, by the way.
No, same thing, Jimmy.
You must be a rib by now for you to keep saying that.
He spoke about how he was he's just a twin, and I mean there was so much he could have got into, but man, oh man, did they tell him, look, Jimmy, look, listen, buddy, we need you to go at least 10 minutes on a microphone, brother. This is why,
Bro.
unfortunately, I hate to say it, I love Jimmy or Jay. I love Jay.
Jay.
I love Jey Uso. I think Jey Uso's he's great. People love him. Yeah, they do the freaking yeet, yeet, yeet. Oh, bro, this was the reason why they didn't put the world title on him. And we'll talk about Gunther's promo, which was, in my
That was
opinion,
great, bro.
oh, we'll talk about that, brother.
Immaculate.
But my God, Jimmy, I mean, well, Jey Uso really pooped the bed on this one, brother.
He pooped the bed. He was just sitting there like awkwardly for like felt like an eternity at times. But then we get Bron Breakker finally coming to the damn ring,
God.
which felt like it was an eternity. He basically goes on to say that he respects the title, and now he has the same level of respect for Jey Uso.
Okay.
He says no spears, no blindside. He just wants to shake his hand and does shake his hand, and he goes to leave, but Uso calls him back for whatever reason and says this: "There's sure a lot of dogs in the crowd." And I'm thinking, oh yeah, are you trying to say you want to tag for tonight or some shit?
Listen,
And it was just awkward, bro. It was just
I kid you not,
weird,
bro.
man.
So we just had a YouTube short, and also Ben and Stevie and Russo were talking about this, how Braun needs to leave, just drop that Braun Breaker name and go to Braun Steiner. I
Man,
literally
we've been
thought,
saying that for years, bro.
Jimmy, tell me you didn't think, maybe you didn't think this. I don't know if you guys out there thought this, but I thought this was the opportunity, because the way Braun was talking, Braun was trying, like, for me, it sounded like he was.
He's a baby face now, dude. He's
Oh,
turned.
yeah. Well, of course he is. Of course he is. And no, why can't he just be a bad guy that people likes? Like a tough guy that people. No, he has to. I respect you and I love you and I think that you're great and I love your glasses and your son is
That was
awesome
weird,
and
dude.
I love your mom as well. Like, shut up. Braun Breaker should have came out there. In my humble opinion, tell me, guys, in the chat, tell me out there in YouTube land if you agree with me or disagree with me. I think this was the perfect opportunity for him to say, because he was talking about who he was and what he is and all this other stuff. And he should have just said, you know what? I'm Braun Steiner. And I want a rematch for that Intercontinental Championship. But he didn't do that. And
Dude,
this was a drop. Hold on. This was a lost opportunity, in my humble opinion. It was the perfect moment. It was like the emotional moment and stuff like that. Brother, I think this was a perfect opportunity. I want to know what you think, man.
well, first of all, believe it or not, you're not the only one that was thinking that, because I was saying it to D. I was saying he needs to be Bronson Steiner, man. No shit. I said the exact same thing, man. So you weren't the only one that was thinking that. I've been saying that now for how long? But if you're going to turn him babyface, this was the perfect opportunity to literally call himself Bronson Steiner. I'm not fucking Bron Breaker. I'm Bronson fucking Steiner. That's it. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
They didn't do that for whatever reason. But this is just, the whole segment was just
It's
weird as fuck, bro. Awkward.
bad.
Never have Jay on his own talking whatever, man, because he just can't do it, man. This is where scripted promos are a good thing for guys like this. You know what I mean? Because there's some guys that just can't improv, dude. They just can't.
I'm going to tell you something, and we can leave it at this. I genuinely think that it may have been scripted. He may have just forgotten his lines.
But that wouldn't surprise me, man. I mean, if it was scripted and he forgot his lines, god damn it, dude. Because there was a time he was sitting there like, and you could tell he was kind of breathing heavy too, like, oh shit, like almost getting anxiety, bro.
What do I say? What do I do? Who do I turn to? Wise man. Oh no, wise man. Anyway,
Yeah, don't make
let's
him
move
talk
on.
ever again.
Yeah.
Whoever is in charge
Yeah,
of
just
that.
say yeet, and that's it.
That's it, man. Just yeet it up, and that's it. That's all you need to do. But that was that for a weird starting promo on Raw. That was the most awkward promo I think I've seen in a long time. But it is what it is. But anyway, let's just move on from that because next it is Rey Mysterio against Xavier Woods,
I love
and
this.
obviously oh man,
I love.
I'm not
this.
gonna lie.
Go ahead. Good. No, be honest. I know you hated it. Jimmy hates everything.
No. I don't hate
Okay.
everything. I actually like the way Xavier executed that face, the mask pull off, dude. Like it looked pretty good to the point where I was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" Like, you know.
So did you didn't notice? So during the match, I kept noticing that Ray was going to his little chin buckle, and I'm like,
He
"Damn,
does that a lot, though, Ray.
right." But I was like, "Oh, I wonder if it's bothering him." And I literally was saying to myself, because when you don't shave, and then
Right.
sometimes like if you're wearing a certain sweater or something,
Like a rash.
it gets a little. Well, no, sometimes even it gets caught like in your beard or
Okay.
whatever. Like anyway, I was like, "Is this tugging at him? Is he annoying? Like, stop going." Like, because you know how Vet talks about the hair brushing thing all the
Yeah.
time, how wrestlers could be knocked on the floor in a hairbrush. Anyway, so I'm like, "Oh, stop hairbrushing with your chin." I'm like, "Leave that chin strap alone." But he was loosening it so that this was great, dude. This
They
was
executed it really well, man. I'm
oh
not gonna lie.
man.
I actually did like the way it was executed to the point where I know. Look, it was done on purpose, but you could almost say like you could stick up for him and say he didn't do it on purpose. It just kind of happened. You know what I mean? That's how good it came across. But yeah, no, this is good. Now I'm waiting for what you said originally. We need the barbershop turn at up. Who said the up down down? Who was it? It was Zane Vicious, I think, that said it.
Zane Vicious, and we actually put him over. He put us over on Twitter. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. It should happen there. Hey, wouldn't it be interesting? I know they don't do this much. Would it be interesting? It had like a quick little live version of up down down on Raw.
Yeah, they should. They should. Don't be surprised if they announce that.
Because I don't know if there's another DLC coming out soon.
One more.
There's one more. They should do it for
One
that
more.
freaking DLC. Like, oh, we're gonna do a live DLC unveil
For
with
sure. They
Xavier
should.
Woods, and oh, that'll be great.
Don't be
dude.
surprised, Ray. I'm telling you, man. They're kind of talking it up a little bit more than usual. So do not be surprised if that's going to be live. And if it is live, then you know exactly what's going down, bro.
Oh, that's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Like it is going to happen.
Yeah.
But you know for 100% why that's live.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. But again, love the execution. I agree with you. The execution of ripping the mask off. And listen, here's the funny thing. Technically, Xavier Woods did nothing wrong. The mask came off. He took advantage of it. Rolled up Rey Mysterio. 1, 2, 3. He didn't technically cheat. We'll talk about him later on cheating, but neither here nor there, bro.
Yeah, no, he didn't cheat. And I mean, wouldn't you do the same thing if the mask came off? Oh well, shit happened.
Of course.
You know what I mean? No disrespect. You know what I mean? I'm gonna freaking take advantage of it, man. As he did. He done the roll up. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Game over. Xavier Woods gets a huge win over Rey Mysterio.
It's so funny how Rey Mysterio literally took his mask off for like a year and a half in WCW, and it seems like nobody fucking remembers that.
I met him without the damn mask too during those days, dude. When he was part of the Filthy Animals. Yeah, I'm talking about when I went to WCW back in 2000, bro. I went to Nitro and Thunder in 2000 during those days. My God, I can't believe it. But I did. And I met him during that time, and he was wrestling unmasked. All right, at the time, as part of wasn't it the Filthy Animals, the group? With Conan as well, and Tigress, the chick, and Billy Kidman. If you remember.
I think so. Yes, I do remember that. I'm looking at Colin is sending me some news. Oh, it's about the Ray Phoenix thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nudes?
News.
Oh, nudes. I know you said nudes. Because
I'm tired of his nudes. But, anyway, what else we got here, Bucko?
Well, yeah. So that was that. Xavier Woods wins. We'll get to Woods a bit later. Actually, no, we continue with Woods because as he goes backstage, he runs into Kofi Kingston and thanks him for letting him do all that shit by himself. Kofi asks if the masking was on purpose. Wood says, of course not, and he's upset that Kingston didn't congratulate him first. But Kofi says all the right things, and it's all good, as Kofi tells him he was chatting with Jey Uso and got offered an Intercontinental Championship match. Woods pouts about standing on the sidelines again, but Kingston tells him he told Jey that he thought X should have it, and Jey agreed. So it's happening next week. Xavier's out, is elated and says he'll have Kofi's back in the match later on tonight. We'll get to that.
We got a good matches next week. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind all of you guys to smash that like button. At the end of the show, we're going to run through the match card for Bad Blood coming this weekend. We'll give our quick predictions, so don't forget about that. So let's try to get through this as quick as we can. But I'm sorry, Jimmy. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew what we were doing.
Absolutely. All good, man. Next, though, we got Lyra Valkyria versus Zoe Stark. What's there to say other than
did you miss the backstage thing with Sonya Deville?
Oh no, yeah, I did. They were talking backstage, even though my notes don't say it. Actually, it does. Sonya Deville threatens Lyra before the match, talking about how she's going to be all alone during a match, but don't worry, she'll be there. So will Shayna Baszler, and Shayna doesn't bite unless Deville tells it to, and that leads us to the match next. First of all, I know Shayna Baszler is the Queen of Spades, but like Dee was saying to me while watching it earlier, she can't shuffle for shit, bro.
No, she's not very good at shuffling. My wife is excellent. She's excellent at the cards.
Really?
I have big goofy hands, so not so much.
I'm not a good shuffler, just quietly, but you know,
we
actually shuffled cards in a long time.
I'm so bad at shuffling because me and my wife would play this card game together against each other. And I'm so bad that I actually bought one of those, the ones that you put the cards in and you just crank it.
Oh, yeah.
For you. I suck at it, man. And she's like, nah, I can't do it.
Oh, man, how do you do that shit? Yeah, I'm not good with that shit either, bro. Like, it just doesn't work for me, brother.
Doesn't work for me. But my wife is very talented and beautiful. I'm just going to put it out there.
Absolutely, for sure,
bro.
Man.
I didn't give a shit about this match, Jimmy.
Neither did I, but the lesbians win.
They did.
Nevertheless.
Well, the lesbian.
I mean, oh yeah, the lesbian.
What is
Wait
this
a minute,
new...
he sucks.
What?
Sorry.
What? Good.
No, continue.
Stark what? No, she's straight.
I was gonna say, is she actually lesbian for sure?
No, she's not.
Because
I mean, not that it
I don't
matters.
think she is.
No, she's not.
Right. Hey, I was gonna say, but anyway,
what is the whole
say?
like Hulkamania thing she's doing now all the time? You know, hulking up, brother, during the match.
Gotta get a gimmick, brother.
Bro, let me tell you something. Listen, I love women's wrestling. I think they have some of the most talented females, especially in NXT. But my goodness gracious, I do not give two flying fucks about Lyra Valkyria or Zoe Stark. I could not care about this match at all. They cheated. They won. Nobody cares.
Yeah, no, I couldn't care less either about either one of these women. But yeah, I don't know. Look, man, look at the way they're using him anyway.
Well, here's the thing. I couldn't care less about this, and I'm going to jump ahead of you and say the fans couldn't give a shit or couldn't care less about Caden Carter and Katana Chance's return. Nobody.
Oh my god!
I don't think anybody even knew who they were. Like people were like
quiet, bro.
Bro, they came in and Carter.
That's all I heard, dude.
All I heard was Carter look into the audience like, rah, like trying to nobody gave a damn. These two little, I don't know.
Yeah, these two little fucking things, right? Are they supposed to be badass bitches now? Is that what's going on?
I guess one of them is acting like freaking Spike Dudley. Give me a break, dude. She's like, bro, this is bad, dude. Because we came back from the commercial, and you got Katana Chance and Caden Carter backstage, and then the Pure Fusion, dude. The Unholy Union rolling. Is it just me? So remember when Unholy Union faced off against what are the champs? The champs, the tag team champs. Did Jimmy freeze? Jimmy's freaking frozen. I'm talking to myself over here. Well, anyway, the Unholy Union rolls up on the tag team champions, and the Unholy Union when they faced off against the tag team champions, they look like midgets compared to what are the champs' named? God damn it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Jimmy, come back whenever you get a chance. Anyway, so the Unholy Union, they look like midgets in front of the tag team champions. The Katana Chance or whoever the hell looked even smaller. What are you doing here, Jim? What's going on here? Let me remove this.
I did.
What are the tag team champions' names?
The women's one that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
Jesus, thanks, chat, for helping me out. So what I was saying was that the Unholy Union looks tiny in front of them. These girls look like Andre the Giant ×2 in front of Katie Carter.
God.
What
Did they ever, bro? Was that camera tricks? What was going on there? They're not that big. How the hell?
No, they're not that big. These girls are that small. They're fun
Wow, hey,
size.
that blew my mind too, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that was weird, dude.
Halloween is right around the corner. You know the fun size candies, the little tiny ones? That's
Yeah.
them. That's who they are.
Yeah, that was weird, bro. That was bizarre. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. But you were gonna ask me something before that until I had internet issues. What were you saying?
I was asking you
I couldn't
about.
hear it.
I had my CTE kicked in. I couldn't remember who the hell the tag team champions were.
Oh, okay, that was all it was. All right, fair enough. But yeah, that was weird, man. Because I know those Scottish chicks ain't that friggin' tall. But then again, like you said, I know Katana Chance, and the other one, Carter, whatever the fuck.
Kidding, yeah. Nobody cares.
They're short, bro. They're small. Like they're legitimately tiny. But even Valkyria is that small too. I mean,
Brother, I'm just like, my goodness gracious. Taya Valkyrie's not a big girl. It's just they are so not believable. And it's funny because Vet says that technically those two girls are the greatest tag team wrestling champions of all time. The case.
well, you know what, dude? They've got potential, really, right? To do good things with them in terms of imagine, like, have you seen all their stuff on Instagram, for example, Ray?
No.
Have you noticed all this? Well, they do a lot of videos where they're
Oh
out
yes.
partying.
With they do it with what's his name, Damian Priest and all this other stuff. I seen
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff,
and I think he's going out with one of them. I think I could be wrong, but anyway, that's not the point. The point is they could have done so many things with little girls, with children, and them as a tag team. I thought they could have been really over, but I guess not. Yeah, K sounds.
Oh. Anyway, what else we got, man? I want to keep moving on. It's just
Well, let's keep moving along because, as you said, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter both, especially Carter losing her shit. But anyway, you already spoke about that a little bit. So we come back from commercial as we see an unholy. Oh yeah, you just spoke about that. Anyway, we see Adam Pearce is on the mic with security in the ring now. He says one of his responsibilities is making sure Raw delivers on its promised main events and special attractions. And on Saturday, he's got one hell of a special attraction lined up. And after Saturday, the war between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre will be over. To get there, we need to make sure there's no fighting tonight, but yet let's lower the cage anyway, right? I mean,
it's all
why
for
not?
aesthetics,
Of course. Well,
It's
anyway,
great.
but he's granted both competitors a parting shot in their bitter war of words, and he introduces CM Punk and then, of course, Drew McIntyre. Drew speaks first, explaining wearing black out of respect, but not respect for Punk, but rather respect for his wife,
That was a great
who after
promo.
this Saturday, yeah, absolutely, who will, I mean, after this past Saturday, will have to feed and bathe CM
That
and will
was
probably
hilarious.
leave him and his tuxedo because for the rest of the world, it will be a celebration that Punk is gone and never coming back, all thanks to Drew McIntyre. He berates the crowd for still chanting Punk despite all his work, and he can see the hatred burning in CM, and he's glad. There was a
Burning.
time where Drew had no room. Sorry, Ray.
I said burning. Get me Preparation H,
Yeah.
pal.
He goes on to say there's no room for hate in his life, but Punk taught him it's a powerful weapon. And if aimed right, and it's lucky for him that on Saturday at Bad Blood, that hate will die with Punk. Um, Punk goes on to say, which is dumb, he's like, I had no words. There was no words, but goes on and ran anyway. So
well,
I don't know why he said that when he
he's
had
a
a whole
voice of the
bunch of words.
voiceless. That's why.
He called himself the voice of the voiceless, the best in the world, the worst MMA fighter in the history of MMA. He
Mm.
actually didn't say that, but he should have. But anyway, basically saying all these catchphrases while wearing his old school, best in the world shirt
Mm-hmm. I
with
have
old
that.
school white pair of jeans, bro.
Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
old school, dude. Who the fuck wears white jeans in 2024, bro?
I do. No, I don't.
I don't. I
Let me
used to
just
have a pair,
let me just let
but
me
not
just say
anymore.
this, Jimmy. There are levels to this thing, and when you see Jey Uso cut a promo and Braun Breaker cut a promo, and then these two guys come in there and just literally captivate the crowd and just had my full attention with every single word, whether you liked what they said or not. That's why there are levels to this thing, man. That's why CM Punk and
Absolutely, man.
Drew McIntyre are at the fucking top of their game all the time. This shit, I don't know if you liked it. I fucking loved it. I thought this was a great. They didn't have to touch. I thought it was excellent. People were making fun of that one security guard, though. I don't know if you noticed him, the guy in the middle that kept putting his hand up. Did you notice him?
The one at the end you're talking about, right?
Nah, there was a security guard that he was like right in the middle. Every time he was on the screen, he was making the most of his time. He would put his hands up like, "Hey, slow down."
Okay, there was
Everybody else had
one
their
at the
hands
very
crossed.
end
I
as
think so,
well that
probably.
was kind of giving Punk the looks all the time, and he's looking at him, and he's probably marking out, to be honest. But
Of course.
who knows?
But this was great. I thought this was excellent. Great way of setting up the match between these two guys. And like I said, there are levels to this thing. So that's why
Anything that annoyed me again, Punk didn't say, "I'll see you in hell, in a
he,
cell." He said, "I'll see you in hell."
but it's hell.
Yeah, but he should be saying, I'm telling you, if Vince was still in charge, he'd be telling him,
Listen,
"Hell in a cell, damn it."
I did like the line that he says that you're not going to be
At the
praying to
box.
God, you're not going to be praying to the devil, you're going to be praying to me. I love that. For me that was great. Anyway, I don't want to spend too
That
much
was
time on this,
good.
but it was awesome, dude.
I don't want to say it was the best thing like I've seen, but it was good. It was, I mean, much, but probably the promos of the night. I mean,
Oh
obviously,
yeah, absolutely.
I
I
mean, there
think
was no other better promo than those. But yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, let's move on from that. We both agreed that this was good. It was good enough anyway for me. Um, we see the Miz rolling up.
mm,
On Braun Strowman, by the way, who's getting interviewed also, saying he's not nervous because he got asked if he's nervous. What a stupid question. Anyway, as Miz rolls up, he says last week he had a match with Bronson Reed that Strowman interrupted, and then we see R-Truth, he's back. He doesn't remember taking 5 tsunamis, and Braun says, no disrespect. He'll talk to Miz later about whatever he wants. Miz asks what Truth is doing, and he points out that he works here. Smart, actually, answer. Truth says he doesn't like how Karrion Kross has been picking on Miz, and he texted Adam Pearce and got a match against the AOP, not AOP, but AOP. I love that, man.
mm.
They get to the misunderstanding that Truth hugs his buddy tight and says, "Awesome Truth are back," in a, I guess, kind of weird backstage interaction. Anything to say about
Mhm.
this? Did you notice Cross has been around the show all show pretty much? You saw him at one point in the background with Kofi and Xavier
Mhm.
as well. He's getting mentioned
I'm just
again
happy
now, and
that
they're finally.
I'm just happy
Like,
they're doing
sorry,
something with him.
so am I, man. It's now or never with him, dude. And I think this time he needs a run with that ball because there's no more excuses, right?
No, no. This was fun. It was good to see art. I always get happy when I see our truth. That's all I have to say with that.
Oh man, he's just bona fide legend, man. Absolutely. Well, excuse me, shit. Didn't have time to mute myself there, but anyway. So we come back again from commercial. We see Sami Zayn this time. He's interviewed backstage. He says the disrespect from Gunther is what's bothering him lately, and you'd think he'd be used to it given how many people have doubted him, but it bothers him. And anybody that tells you it doesn't is lying either to you or themselves, and he's not interested in doing either. But he knows he's more than good enough to be world heavyweight champion. And Gunther can keep running away and ducking challenges, but he's coming for him and won't stop until he gets a title shot. Did you like this little interaction with Sami Zayn, Ray?
And Gunther?
No. Just a little backstage interaction with just Zayn getting interviewed.
Yeah, fine. I'll just tell you what you said. This the CM Punk promo was the promo of the night. You know, the CM Punk Drew McIntyre. We had two great promos.
We'll
We'll
take
get
that
into that
back. Yeah,
a
maybe
little later on.
I prefer the Gunther one, but we'll get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But
It's fine.
next,
Mhm.
we do have the Judgment Day in a match again. Surprise, surprise, and that's Carlito, Dominik Mysterio, and JD McDonagh versus the Latino World Order in Cruz del Toro, Dragon Lee, and Joaquin Wilde. I've seen this match a Brazilian trillion times at this point, Ray. Again, I didn't really care about it, but that wasn't the story of this match because basically the story of this match was not only did Judgment Day win by pinfall as we expected, but Finn Balor turns up to the camera and gets on the mic calling Damian Priest out. Damian said he was going to rip his heart out. Well, he doesn't have a heart, and he's going to prove that Priest needed Judgment Day, but they never needed Damian Priest. Then we see Liv Morgan saying she's going to prove that she's the home wrecking, man stealing, heartbreaking son of a gun.
Mhm.
That's what I was waiting for because she's done the whole Ric Flair, playbook, except not using the same words, but the same cadence, if you know what I mean, Ray.
Mhm.
And she proclaims herself as the greatest women's champion of all friggin' time. Enter Rhea Ripley. She says she knows all about Dominik Mysterio's dirty little secrets and calls for the shark cage. One of those secrets is that Dom is extremely claustrophobic.
Oh
So at
shit.
Bad Blood, yeah. So at Bad Blood, he's locked in the cage, crying, soiling himself. I'm not sure
Mm.
why. Something tells you she shouldn't have said soiling because
Yeah, well, shit.
he'll have the best seat in the house to see his little girlfriend realize she's not as good as Rhea Bloody Ripley. And he'll watch as she wins the title she never lost back. But as for tonight, she's done talking. And then we see Damian Priest in the ring and bowls Judgment Day over, which was it was a good little schmoz going on. But in the end, the numbers game win. Rhea was freaking hitting everybody like no one cared,
Mhm.
like it was no one's business. I mean, she was whacking Dom. I mean,
That's hot.
but it's definitely hot. But in the end, Priest ended up getting pretty beat up, and that was that. Anything to say about this little segment of match, Ray?
I,
Or
I I thought it was great. I mean, just again, I knew coming into watching Raw this week, it was going to be a lot of just setup for the pay per view. So I knew it was going to be
as it
tons of
should be?
talking, tons of wrestling. The matches were short. Like this match was short. Between the Judgment Day and Dominik and everything like that, that was fine. Jimmy, breaking news. I found the picture of the security guard. Would you like to see him?
Please.
That guy. That's the guy that's been on social media that he kept putting his hand up, like he was making the most of his time there. So people were making fun of him. Anyway,
Look at him trying to, do one better than all these boys to get noticed.
the Judgment Day they go over, yeah, man, and yeah, no, this was great, man. The attack after Rhea Ripley coming out, adding on to the fact that Dominik is not only. I thought she was gonna say he's scared of heights. I was like, that doesn't make sense. He's a high flyer, and he's
Right.
no. So the claustrophobic thing I get, because I'm actually kind of claustrophobic. I can't be in a closed environment. That's why I hate crowds. But neither here nor there. I thought this was fine, man. This was really good.
Oh, definitely, man. It was decent. We've seen this, one too many times. It felt like the same thing, you know what I mean, as last week and the week before, essentially. But yeah. Anyway, next we see American Made
Mm-hmm.
make their entrance. Commentary eulogizes, Pete Rose as they highlight clips, play a memorial graphic, which is great. But that leads us to the match between Chad Gable and Kofi Kingston. Dude, look, this match wasn't long either. Everything didn't seem long anyway on this show,
No, no.
in gen except for the main event, I guess. But
This
which
whole
was
show was
good.
a
But
this
we'll
whole
get to
show
that.
was a promo or promotion for the pay per view. That's what a go home show is. So this is what I was expecting. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. But anyway, so in this match, basically Kofi was about to do the Trouble in Paradise, but Xavier Woods tugged at Gable's foot and managed to rip the shoe off. Did he rip a shoe off, I think, at the time, or maybe not, but looked like he did. Anyway, the point is, he tugged at the leg, and that caused Kofi to obviously
was funny.
not execute his Trouble in Paradise. And then Chad looks at him thinking, okay, was he helping me? Was he not? I don't know what's going on. But nevertheless, he ends up getting the 1-2-3 on Kofi. And now Kofi ain't too happy about what happened with Xavier. And clearly, Xavier wants no part of New Day anymore. He's just fucking with Kofi the whole time between now and whenever he's going to do that turn. So, yeah, I mean, is it going to be do we get Big E to come back and maybe try to get between them?
That's I thought of that. I'm hoping that does happen eventually. I think once Big E is on our TV screens, then we're getting close to the time when Xavier turns finally. So with that being said, I thought this was great. Again, Xavier Woods, thinking he's helping his partner, grabbing Chad Gable's leg and literally stopping the progress of him bouncing off the ropes and getting hit with the Trouble in Paradise. I thought it was great. And then now, we're as fans, we're like, well, now are you doing this on purpose? And that's the whole point of this whole thing. So I thought it was well executed, my friend.
Yeah, but I fear for Xavier though, Ray. I don't know. Once
I
they do
know.
the split, what are they going to do with him? Really, I don't see them taking him that serious, bro.
Only time will tell. We have to wait.
That's true. Time will tell. We'll see. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong on that one. But anyway, post-match, Woods is beside himself and slides into the ring to apologize profusely to Kofi. And then we get a hype of various superstars appearing as part of the college football coverage, as we see Pat McAfee and all that on our screens. But anyway, we see Bronson Reed next. He's interviewed backstage. He hopes Seth Rollins is coming back because he took months off of his career, and next time he'll take years off his life.
Oh, damn.
As he apologizes for exposing Braun Strowman as a man because he's the last monster standing. What's up with this? Again, what's going on here?
Well, they're setting
Sorry,
up,
did I say Bronson? Did I say Bronson Reed or did I say that's right, I did say Bronson Reed.
I
Yeah.
think you said Bronson
For
Reed.
me, I was thinking Bronson Steiner, bro. That's why.
Well, they're basically
I'm gonna
just
get confused.
they're putting this. They're taking a little seed and they're putting it in the dirt, and they're watering it and they're getting us ready for what will happen in the main event. So that's basically,
Yeah, and I've got a bit to say
Well
about
done.
that once we get there. But anyway, did I mention we get another Wyatt VHS tape about how they see our intent and anger festers into rage, and his path
I'm
ends
thinking.
in our demise and whatnot?
I think they're talking about Xavier Woods for some reason.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, dude, at this point, does WWE even know what they're doing with the White Six?
I don't know. It's funny
Let's be
because
real, dude.
until this VHS came out, I was like, where the fuck? I actually said it. Where's the Wyatt Six?
Did you really notice until now? I bet you didn't even really notice because that's
No, I
how
did.
irrelevant
I
in
did.
some ways they are, bro.
I swear to you, I did. I was like, man, where have these guys been? And they're targeting these. Yeah, I guess they're targeting. I think they're targeting Xavier Woods, but I guess we'll wait and see. But we're running. We got about 20 minutes left, so let's. We got Gunther, right? This is the big Gunther promo with Sami
That's the
Zayn.
next
This
one.
was awesome.
Oh, absolutely awesome. And Gunther does get on the mic and begins saying life as a world heavyweight champion has been fantastic. He's loved every aspect of it, the money, the luxuries. But there's one thing he really hates right now, and that's the insult of having to deal with Sami Zayn every week. He couldn't ask for anyone more annoying to come here week to week. Enter Sami Zayn. He tells Gunther there's an easy way to put an end to this once and for all. He just has to give him a title match, but he won't do it, and Sami knows why and asks him to tell him to his face why he won't do it. Gunther says he tried to tell him, tried to beat it into him, but Sami just isn't on his level. As Zayn asks if that's the case, how did he beat him at WrestleMania? He pinned him and he thinks he's so much better than him. That's why it drives him crazy, isn't it? He knows if they fought for the world title, it would go the same way. And then Gunther admits he's afraid, but not of Sami. I love this part, but of his reputation.
Yep.
As losing to a better man would not have been a problem, but losing to Zayn though has been the biggest embarrassment of his career.
That's
He was so busy.
hilarious.
That is awesome. he was so busy embarrassing Sammy in front of his own family that he did it to him. He was so confident of a WrestleMania win that he flew his family out. He just didn't make a big deal of it. And when it was done, he had to go back to the back and look his father in the eye. And his father said a bunch of German, and he ends up translating for us, saying his father asked if he really flew him from Vienna to Philadelphia just to see him lose to a bum like
That was
Sam.
great. That was fucking great.
That was deep too, bro. Like
Dude,
literally, like
that was
he gave it that deep sort of
fucking
meaning.
great. That was great.
Absolutely great.
And Gunther, who his first language is not, English, even though he's a very articulate, very intelligent man, brother. Again, you see this man here, you see Sami Zayn there, and then you go back and you look at that promo by freaking Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso, whichever one, and freaking Braun. And it's not even Braun's
I was
fault.
just
That was just horrible. So again, but yeah, this was great, man. Gunther really great delivered. Sami Zayn never disappoints on a microphone. Sami Zayn gets under his skin so much that eventually Gunther attacks Sami Zayn. He's like, all right, he fucking puts him in a sleeper hold, hits him with a stiff ass power bomb, Jimmy. Like he
oh
put
my
him through,
god, bro.
bro.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Put him down on the ground, and Sami Zayn, as he fucking comes to consciousness, he's smiling because he knows he got what he wanted. Because Gunther
Yeah,
said,
this
"You
is
got your
all
match."
exactly what was planned. You know what I mean?
So,
This is
dude,
exactly the intention.
so next week we got a world title match for Raw.
Dude, that blew my mind. I didn't realize that it wasn't going to be on the pay-per-view, but on
I thought it was gonna be
freaking
the
Raw.
pay-per-view.
Like, what the hell?
Well, that's great. 2 hour Raw. We got two championship matches, right? Don't we have the
Yeah, the
title
IC
match?
championship also. Absolutely. And
That's
you know
gonna
what
be
I don't
awesome.
understand? There's a lot of people out there that think Gunther sucks on the mic, bro.
He's not.
I'm
He's
telling
good.
you, but I'm talking about big names podcasters that think he absolutely sucks on the mic, and I don't
Nah,
see it, man.
nah, man. I think
Why?
he's
Because he
excellent.
doesn't speak English as his first language? He's,
No,
you know what I mean? I mean, what is it? Like, I don't get it.
I think he's
But
excellent,
that's
dude.
just stupid to me. I think he's actually above average on the friggin' mic, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know, man. I just don't see it.
Well, listen,
What's
brother.
rare?
I don't know, but we got AOP coming up.
We do have AOP. I love that name. AOP in Akam and Rezar versus the Awesome Truth in our Truth and the Miz. Not a long match at all because basically the Miz ends up turning
Yeah.
on Truth, as we also see, Karrion Cross sort of laughing in the background for doing so, and his plan is coming, to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he turns. We go back to a heel turn with the Miz as also as a pain win by pinfall with what a rush on Truth. And
This was
that's
great.
that. Uh,
So the Miz, for those historians out there, the Miz pulled a Ric Flair. What am I talking about? So the Pro Wrestling Reflection just did a podcast on how gullible Sting was. Sting
yeah.
got turned on Ric Flair 3 different times, and the last time Tommy Wonder was putting over the fact that he loved that Sting was wrestling the match, right, and then Ric Flair comes into the match and doesn't touch, like he doesn't do anything. He just immediately attacks Sting. And that's what what's his name? The Miz did. Miz did nothing during the match except for cheer for his boy. And same thing as Ric Flair. If you watch the Ric Flair turn on Sting, Ric Flair was running up and down the side. It's like the Miz watched that and emulated that,
Oh yeah,
gets tagged
100%,
in
dude.
and just fucking kicks R-Truth in the mouth. What better way to turn bad than beating up on one of the people that you love the most? And who doesn't love R-Truth? I thought this was fantastic. So good for Miz, good for R-Truth. It'll give the Miz something to do. It'll give R-Truth some more baby face love. Nobody can ever hate R-Truth. And
Took the words right in my mouth. I was gonna say the same thing.
that's about it. And we'll move to a backstage interview in the main event. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, so we go backstage and we see Bron Breakker rolling up. He apologizes and says he just wanted to see for himself, as Gunther laughs and says he really thinks he's a badass. Breakker says that's right, and he'll see sooner than he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's that. Again, the babyface tour of Bron Breakker is doing the rounds, bro. He's officially completely babyface now, which I don't like. I rather him as a heel for now, but whatever. It is what it is. But that leads us to the main event. As a matter of fact, Ray, it is the last monster standing match. And how good were the little hype videos of like
Great.
Godzilla versus fucking
Godzilla.
whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
that was
funny. It's
great.
cheesy, but it goes, man. It actually was well done. And that is Braun Strowman versus Big Bronson Reed. Dude, again, it was fucking fantastic
It
stuff,
was
bro.
great. Yeah, man.
Put a smile on my face because again, these motherfuckers stole the show, bro. Like,
Listen, I'm so happy. I'm happy for Bronson Reed, but I'm really happy for Braun Strowman. Um,
you
there was a
should thank
point.
Bronson Reed for this, though, dude.
Oh,
He really
absolutely.
got him back over, bro.
And I think you're on point when you say that eventually these guys are gonna become a tag team.
You
You know what I'm
have
saying?
to, dude. I can see it, man. It's just,
They're gonna respect each
it's
other.
got to, dude.
But
Right.
let me tell you something, brother. I mean, there were so many memorable moments in the match. You have security coming down, they go through the barricade, they take out the crowd. So, Bronson Reed, obviously, he hits a bunch of tsunamis, and the referee is more concerned. What's that?
No, I was saying tsunami.
Bro, the referee was more concerned with the kids and the women and the fans that got
Oh, that
crushed.
annoyed me, bro. That
Oh, I
annoyed me with the
loved it.
ref big
I
time.
it did what it was supposed to do, and Bronson Reed's getting upset. But listen, man, so many big spots, man. I mean, we got your table spots. They were fighting on the ramp. They were going all over the arena. This was great. And these two boys were exhausted. They were gassed. They were beating the shit out of each other. And then finally, at the end of the match, when you think and then they finally do like Jimmy called it. Jimmy said it was gonna happen. The fucking ring
Yeah.
explodes. I mean, you never get tired of seeing it. I'm glad they don't do it all the time. It's been the last time I think.
Quite a
What
few
was it?
years.
Was it Mark
Well, it
Henry
depends.
and Lesnar? Was that the last one?
Yeah, it was
The ring
Henry and
collapse?
Lesnar. No, it was a Big Show and Lesnar, maybe. Like the second time.
Maybe I can't remember. It may have been that when the last time the ring exploded, but neither here
They
nor
did it
there.
twice. Once in 2002 and then or 2003 and then more recent years.
Okay, so
Yeah, it was
Lesnar's
Lesnar's
show.
show.
But
Yeah,
but
that's
let
what
me
I remember.
but I'm just running through this because like this was great.
Oh, Brian Braun maybe too with Liz. Sorry.
I thought it was Brand Brown. Yeah, may have been.
Could have
But
been that too, yeah.
but neither here nor there. Listen, it's not something that happens all the time. It's a spectacle. It looks awesome. And then finally, as Bronson Reed is just about to get up, fucking out of nowhere, Seth Rollins comes and
Oh,
gives
this
him the
pissed me off, bro.
why? Why?
Why? Because remember what I said this a few weeks back on this very show.
He
My
stomps
biggest
his
fear
ass
is they built
right through the steps.
yeah,
Curb
but
stomp.
dude, they built up Bronson Reed for him to eventually lose to fucking Rollins, dude.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna happen.
Is it?
If WWE had balls, right, they would fucking let Bronson win the first match at the very least. But I don't know. I don't trust him to do the right thing, dude.
I don't know, Jim.
And that's what fucking kills me. You're gonna take away all that heat off of him.
I
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean? That sucks for him.
It's one of those wait and see things, man. But for this match, I was totally happy with it. I thought this was great. And so Raw's going to be on CW next week, right? For 2 hours. Is that what it is?
CW?
Or is it
No.
on? Or is it going to still be on
On
USA?
USA still on
Okay.
USA, but just for 2 hours though.
For some reason, I
From
thought they were
October
going to 2 hours.
7th moving forward.
Okay. Well, anyway, next week will be the 2 hour Raw. This match was awesome, dude. And as we move on, bro, and as we close this out, man, yeah, NXT is on CW. That's again, tune in tomorrow for the Next Level Wrestling review. I'm gonna run down this match card, Jimmy, for
Go for it,
Bad
man.
Blood. It only shows 5 matches, and this is the latest updated thing. It's probably gonna be like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour show, and I
Dude, 6 PM start? Oh, come on, man. That's weird.
that's great. It's great for me. Bad for you. What
Not
time
for
is that
me,
in
bro.
Australia?
That's like 7 AM, bro. 8 AM for me.
Ah, you watch it in
That's ridiculous,
watch the
bro.
week.
That's fucking way too early.
You know
But
why
you
they're
know
doing
what?
that?
Daylight savings is gonna kick in here the week after, and
Yeah.
then it'll go back to normal. But that's yeah, for you guys, 6 PM, absolutely, Liz.
It's
I can see
great
why you
because
guys would love it.
think about it. The show ends at 8:30. It's Saturday night. People are going out. That's why they
You
did
think
it.
that's the reason why they
Absolutely.
went this route?
100%.
And is this going to be a future thing now moving forward, do you think?
Well, I guess we'll see. But
I guess, yeah.
we got 10 minutes, so let's run through this card. It is Bad Blood 2024. Jimmy, we have 5 matches, so I'm going to run this down. We have the WWE Women's Championship match. It's going to be Bayley versus Nia Jax. Who goes over and why?
Nia goes over on this.
Yeah.
Just because Bailey doesn't need the championship right now, man. Like, she's just there, for a little feud with Nia. And don't be surprised if Tiffy has something to, maybe cash in. I doubt it, but she'll tease it 100%.
We have another match coming up, and I agree with you. I think Nia Jax wins this match. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Jimmy, your thoughts? Who
It's a
goes
harder
over and
one.
why?
Oh, man. My heart tells me fucking Priest, but my brain says friggin' Finn might get the win this time, dude. But I doubt it. I'm going to stick with Damian Priest because he needs to get his comeuppance at this point, regardless of the Judgment Day or not. Maybe he'll have someone up to see. Maybe this is a good time to introduce Bad Bunny again. So if he loses this match, just say, mark my words, Bad Bunny's going to return to be in his corner. Oh man, I'll stick with Damien for now, but something tells me Finn's gonna probably win.
Do we get the return of the Demon? Probably not, but I'll tell you, is there a possibility, ladies and gentlemen? Because Damian Priest is shorthanded. He does need some help. I'm trying to think of some character, some dark characters.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go with Finn. I'll change my mind. I'm going with Finn because he needs people, dude, for sure.
I'm gonna go with Damian, and I think if you're gonna look for some help, you would probably travel through all of space and time. Is it possible that the Broken Hardys come back to help Damian Priest? Is it possible? Delete! Yeet.
I don't know, bro.
Delete! Yeet!
Oh, God.
Well,
I don't know,
Broken
dude.
Hardys, if the Broken Hardys come out
right,
and help Damian Priest, you have to give me a prize, Jimmy.
Okay. Can it be anything?
No nudes. That's all I have to say.
All right, because this is a long shot with the Hardys, I'll agree to. I'll send you Tim Tams.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'll take it. Oh, the chocolate?
So you'll love it. Yeah, the chocolate. You'll love it. You'll love it, bro. If you haven't had it already.
And
so
if they don't,
if you get that right, I'll send you that.
Fuck yeah! All right, remember that Tim Tams. Got it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So now we have a women's world championship match. We have Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. What do you think? Who goes over and why?
Is this for the championship, by the way?
It is for the championship, yes.
Fuck. I don't see Rhea winning, man.
I don't see it with Rhea winning either. I think this drags on.
Yeah, Liv gets. It's not her time. I know it's easy for Rhea to just win this match, but they're gonna have something up their sleeve, especially with Dom in the shark cage. Something's gonna go down. So yeah, I'm gonna say Liv on this one for sure.
I agree with you, man. I think Liv goes over, and maybe Dom has something in his pocket he tosses down from the shark cage. He has multiple tools or weapons that he tosses down from his pants. Who knows? But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going with Liv Morgan. In the we have Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Who goes over and why?
I'm going Bloodline, bro. Because I don't think can Cody and Roman coexist as a tag team? I just don't think so, bro.
I'm going to agree with you there, Jimmy. I think it's going to be a Bloodline win. I think the Bloodline need the win to continue this working. And I think there's going to be some dissension, man, during this match. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. I don't think it's going to work this time around.
Not Jimmy, this time, no.
And we go into the main event of the evening. It's Hell in a Cell. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Jimmy, who goes over and why?
He's a hard one again, dude.
It's wicked
I
hot.
feel like this is a friggin' show that's going to be all for the heels winning, dude. So I'm going to stick to another heel. It's Bad Blood. Surely, oh man, I'm going to go with McIntyre because he's got all this hate in him, bro. Right now, he's got this
A lot of hate.
like when you compare the two of them. I know Punk is trying to be as hateful as possible, but it feels personal to McIntyre. So I'm going to say McIntyre wins this.
Do we see AJ Lee? Do we see what's the dog's name? Do we see what's the dog's
Larry,
name? Rusty? Oh yeah,
if it
Larry.
was up to me, bro, I would have him like almost, killed, like to the point where he's dying, Punk, right? Storyline wise. And then that's when AJ comes running out with Larry. You know what I mean? I mean, Braun had his dog. Did you notice that?
He did. Pitbull.
He had his pitbull, it looked like, yeah. So why can't Larry be there? So as a matter of fact, we'll have all the super dogs in the house for Bad Blood. I mean, seriously, the super doges. So yeah, something like that. If they'll be nice if they played it out like that, but they probably won't. I'm gonna go with Drew though because so far it's been 50-50 between the two of them. Why not have some doubt in Punk? Can he still do it? He's at that age. Think about it. Wouldn't it be a good thing to tell a story about if Punk still got it?
My brain is telling me CM Punk is going to win, but my heart is telling me Drew McIntyre is going to win because this needs to keep going. So I
will.
I believe CM Punk will win, but I'm going to go with the one and the only Drew McIntyre. Jimmy, this was I Like It Raw, October 1st, 2024. We're going into Bad Blood. We got NXT tomorrow. A whole bunch of good wrestling coming forward, brother. What you got going on?
Well, not only have I got this show going on, obviously, every Tuesday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, but also the Smack Attack with myself and John Enright, and also Directed with myself and the Vet talking all things AEW, which is Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern. And if you want to follow me, you can at DJ Massive Fix, as it says right there, and also at the PWC Network. And yeah, we reviewed the Vince McMahon, buyout with me and Chris. As a matter of fact, Chris Sams was back this past week, and you
Oh,
can
what?
On the Network. Yeah, he was back.
Where?
Back.
What show?
The McMahon.
Yeah. Where am I listening to it? I missed
at
that.
the PWC Network on YouTube. As a matter of fact,
Are you putting it up as a podcast?
If you haven't already. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's there.
It's there now.
Shit. Yeah, but not on Podbean. I'm talking about on YouTube.
But quietly. Can I find? So it's not going to be on Podbean.
No, but it's on YouTube though, and it's audio only on YouTube. It will be back on Podbean this month, as a matter of fact. It's October for me, the 2nd. It'd be the 1st for you. So, yeah, it'll be back up this month. The PWC took a hiatus because I was the only one left, pretty much, bro. What's the point of paying for it? You know what I mean? At the time.
I got you.
Yeah, so that's why.
Well, anything else?
No, I think that just about covers it, man.
All right, very cool. Well, Jimmy, listen again. You can follow me on. Don't forget to follow Jimmy T on social media, especially on the X at _DJ Mass Effects _ me at Big Ray Hernandez on all social media, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tune in here every single week because we have stuff here every single week. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the Next Level Wrestling Review with me and the Vet. After this show, head over to the Twitch channel at The Opinion Haver. See what the Vet is, what is he playing, and tell him we sent you. Anyway, guys, I got to get the hell out of here. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the Next Level Wrestling Review. Jimmy, I love you, buddy. I appreciate you. This is always fun, man. This is a great way to end. Bro. This is a really great way for me to end my work week. I enjoy it. This is fun. I can't wait for Raw next week. 2 hours. Sweet, bro. Pay-per-view this weekend. So next week, next week we'll run through the news really quickly, and then we'll review Bad Blood.
Mini review.
Yep. And then we could because
we've got 2 hours of Raw, right?
Yeah, and if we only have 2 hours of Raw, brother, it's gonna be sweet, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll give you a big yeet and
Yowie wowie.
And
Yeah.
we are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you guys. Peace and love. We out. Later, Jim.
Peace out. Laters, brother.
This is the Hustler Rip Rogers. Yeah, it's fucking me. Yeah, and listen to the fucking Hamin Media Group. That's Ben Hamin Media Group from Rip Rogers. Go get him and go fuck yourself.